was a former when you know a crab brass say I didn't come to train Ebremo. Pay you number kind who didn't come to train Ebremono. Monyam for me new Carlos Kinsley Ahenkra or Deputy Minister Trade and Industry Tema West and Ebenezer Oklite Taylor B MP Lower Menya Krobo former Minister Payne former lecturer. I don't know whether he's still lecturing. And now Bano I should cool it high, cool it down. But from Makwaba.
Yeah.
This my mama Kwabo. And I want to.
I just didn't.
Okay. Anyway, well, last week Nanka was said you did that the Lumba the birthday no ha. And I yendi intina ye kaka yo hunti. Bra Kojo. Yes, Charles Kojo. Good morning, and then belated though, but we still remember. I know Pemina Casa. The fans, the fans. Carlos Lumba.
What's on your radar?
Also, Chamo.
Genesu. Manifestation. Pasopa.
Ojimuso. Etino, and one, no. I want to tell you, me share some views because now I lecture paying.
Yes, sir.
There is this trailer here, Koso. Say BBC for some of a say investigation or so whatever be. Na or more eco universities, no, the muhu say students the sex exchange for grades. Na senke so one can have but also be in a name.
Wow.
And it's about Ghanaian universities. I don't know specifically trailer more about University of Ghana. Mubabe show faces of people once again. Na minim why lecture pay minim the open campus asemo
yo medasi em say mechia ya hwefo ni constituency 4
okay
mechia o mampanyin dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mi hu na che ntino
okay
em say this week my time makwako chia bibia ni ho abom see there's no smoke without fire. The beer any one more. And there's a saying to say there's nothing that has name. It doesn't exist.
The beer would be
yes. And it say Oma Kabibisa Bibia me say when we were in elementary school in the 70s, late 60s, the 70s, no cry. Now ye cry as school for no yet because a teacher for no be cry any a man be cry a baby.
Yeah.
Sir. Na yeka. As pupils ye wo elementary school near the cry na yet me.
Na mo kan say mo huna na mo kan na mo suspect.
Now the unfortunate
na nkola take the money am dey suspect we.
Oh, in fact, ye time na yin kakra. Ni yin kakra 14 15 16 ni yin kakra.
And I still am to so
go side to the
go side to na unim the ya wo hu say at the time no asemo me ba be kan me nka emfa nkai obi yawo but a man na wo mu ya de brilliant girls na wo mu ye class no na wo mu na ye suspect wo mu say wo mu ni teacher for ye sadie no
yeah
wo mu ye brilliant no bon
because the thought those days was that about the only team more modern sir.
That's right. But I think it was very wrong at the time. Very, very wrong. E bin mu kura me ne wo mu we ye nsese no wo mu ye teacher for penyimfo ne ade. Actually say at the time no wo mu performance no was not through that. Na I mean ka say kola adwen but perception bi a na ye dia nanti sa so dey say. But say wo mu so wo ma be investigation bi hu I just want them say wo be ya enko akoye ade a yebukwa ko twa video no obi ma commentary e wachi it should be tie yem pese ebekwa ko yese obi ebetwa obi photo na obati se obi na ma commentary e wachi if there's any discourse omu video no oma yentie the discussion between the student and the lecturer na yen because abeye too many e wo Ghana hanom no obi kwakwa kocho obi photo obi na obi discuss obi nsa na ono de ono no o planning here or board ni pause or kwako ya de no no ma commentary e wachi the air course between or no this scan ma nipa no any woman or this scan untie no but the commentary over the picture no and no and the carry and the news. I am not by this saying say e be see that and I say the woman can intimate see and it is I make premise me be by saying say be bia e wodin e wo wi ase no e wo ho saman you can say saman the fact say wodin no because Jesus Christ in the kind see there's nothing that has name exist nti e wo ho no nti wo manya kan de na e bibia den e wo ho no na enso caution na me man say me say anipa integrity wo we enche the only one day be say obi integrity wa build over years and nti no say wo see wo videos near there o ma be yi na me dey my caution, my only caution is that I don't want to have see a video discussion air course air commentary not a discussion between the accused and the victim no we want to see, we want to hear if indeed there's something going on. I mean Ghana for ohun obi a or demand bibi for favors and bibi say ebetumi ehun.
Should we be worried? Because so much that University of Ghana in fact
course, yes.
So we call social media
yes
and for very good reasons because e been ma started ball lecturers in Binimudin and men person but I can say Dr. so and so plus other UG lecturers go make hot today Judgment Day and now omo pictures still pictures aba but I can say or the conversation been reproduce or say switch off the lights, lock the door, so and so I has say hashtag BBC Africa Eye, hashtag search for grades.
Yeah.
And
American say I don't doubt all that they are saying, but me say you're very careful because switch on the light, whatever near the it can be enacted. We want to see a video, lecturer no, and I say victim no, and I can say oh dunkania no, na koye say obi ewe chire and obey my commentary. So they say they be good be must na make say sometimes students na nkasa no kra no. Sometimes because say a man outperform woman, baby we hold woman suspect say we cry there then thing say. But you see, me machira there university, and now me ne friends say machira mad there. Some of a man woman brilliant, they are so dedicated. Though a few women so almost no woman found woman and
just like a man
so the make say. Now, honestly speaking, the number of years I'm actually there, there hasn't been an occasion my supervisor student or bar I went to me and run the project that. But I can give you, numbers of a member. I will move forward you serious. Woman to me and not because obi na esi wo mkwan but time obe trans ya bia call back akoye atro the report ni ade no nam ofra ho no say Vienna City ni we no ni ade because those owo final year no owo America kra no nam ho no nam ebi no kra the car wo mko ni because nya accident ni ade nyina
screeching
yes oh anything no all say those days no to come no traffic no near too much say eti no anajo say askwa ho no nyina no dey hot emu da ho nti wo mu factors na speed ni ade no mdi danam emma bi mu kura won tumi nwie anything no say school for no na wo mu kan sometimes there is suspicion kwa that is not to say be animu but wo evidence there the person me can say I don't want me person me bo me cite example of ebia atwam obati say si obi gi bribe nenso no ono de unti say okasa but obi ewachiri na say and we want to hear a discourse a course between the giver and the taker. Otherwise mama say obi adin. Yes, be very careful.
Mama can we say we a post me fan or my joy online. Yeah. Now part of the story no say the media corporation collaborated with journalists across West Africa for this investigation. According to Joy News sources, one of Ghana's premier universities, the University of Ghana, will be hard hit in this documentary. Two or three professors are implicated in the investigations. Posting the trailer of the documentary on their Twitter page, BBC Africa Eye in the trailer said, "University lecturers and professors who sexually harass your students, Africa Eye has been watching you."
Very well.
Question back when we beside the say. Investigation, no, in Fankoma University authorities to take action. No. But we are rather going to show it to the world.
No, not at all. You see, there are a lot of implications. Because you see, they should look at the effect on the victim, so whether through consent, and I say, the person was forced under duress, and I say, BBC, there are implications. For all you know, no, while progress I could do, baby. Ebia or occupy some very responsible position being here. Now could yin him at the bank, so I don't see another problem. Until they must weigh all the options. And it's the all kind of say school on because university, pay the statutes there.
My man kind of man for being so a message is somewhere about towards sideways. So say, in this world, you only become who and what you want to believe in, and lecturers who do this target specific students. Now, ladies who want to be treated as such earn it. I believe some university students in the UK have become porn stars, and where are their documentaries? They always want to paint Africa as a land of doom and calamity. But homosexuality and other satanic occultic acts come from outside Africa. They've stolen our value assets and used them to build their countries, but keep on negatively presented us to the world. Hypocrisy. God will, what they are so. Africa doesn't deserve this. Fix your own problems. We are now, or they be so as so. This one says that you are yet to see the video, but you already have a prejudiced mind against the victims of this nefarious activity. But you are wrong. There are definitely some students who consent to sex for various reasons, some economic, others for grace. But there are many others who are innocent victims to private lecturers who act whatever no trust what I say. And sana beba krana enyama no amamfo asha say a say nkomona na omo edia omo edi.
Take a quick one. There is one thing there's a due I hold. I can say today baby I do no e wo ya sitrem we asim sisi no ye ni morally no ye ni bibia ye bitie mensuafi the so called Bruni Chrome advanced countries no ye ni bibia ye besuafi wo nchen because morally no omuntimi compare wo to us because the cost wo Chrome no and what danger the cost wo ha no and no omu solve one problem did the nipa na subscribe seriously to what the last person no ekaya no omu yi spec na wo menim to first because omu problems the doors no tey dey no in terms of morality
Carlos oh say honorable dey your omnibus title with the mama dada and pastor we insist here honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahenkra
Chief Justice Honorable Nanya title.
Nanya finance say be inquire me ono no or constituencies be ni Tema West and a Bantama. Because we are calling the posters Bantama. Wow. Me ko to say the posters were Bantama. Any t-shirt were Bantama. And you don't kwane MP and or constituencies me.
With us Adekye Nsroma me wama me akwanya na ma wo hye ye vice president onim difu obigfo Alhaji Dr. Baumia happy birthday and then birthday na papa no the way I only gracefully no Mr. Nyankopon nyansa so no entutu na mama akoma no mfa ni papa pansi ni ono cry expect said ni begina na masre nyame so se onhwe ne so ma bibia ntono wona kwem onka jojo onya professor I'm from friends 100 years. If you want to say anything, I can never do.
Yeah, was me bisana sin and say
he's still alive. He's 100 years.
Me associate me with the dedication. Actually, a pharmacy.
So thank you,
Vice President. Pharmacy.
Thank you. Now a 40 under 40 year we in so Mr. King David overall best. Yeah, Nipa King David MVP.
Okay.
Communication member or a very astute and brilliant chap. Now me wishing aware me say ni wa ye bi or yakudu sampempen so yi
on twaso
na enyina ma no opani asema wo dia baba tudwa wo kan ejina afamienu. First one say a day motive ana say a day adwimpo na edi BBC 4 ye on peso mu ya adi kire o manyina we nya news sabita frache mina na ka na sem se obi ehunu se obi ni obi dada nanso nipa mienu ne ye no it make sure se nipa omu kwi omu eye obi krofo mu ni mu na se sa na tie dia ne ne da akoko gina baabi na ukoko tu wanogu nipa bi so se wo ma yesi anoma yesi obi a wonni sa eho ahyenso de no because menya sure and I would you say na waka na ye betwa hwe sa video kro media me
almost year we know into investigation is into sexual harassment of students on campuses, university campuses, West Africa.
Me pacho me say question kakra mama me say wa ku school ni bi amboa happen until now what to say student baby about out abeka say harass sexually da
but me say ya
students no man menti bi da na no po university oba kwala ka do university fans or 18 years and above ye Ghana mra and to me emfano en she juvenile mu emani. That is number 1. Number 2 say lecture na I reprove and I say ono have sad no forcefully without your consent and also e won mra edimudeko menti bi sada na sad ye me second point say what would you say lectures no more target one but have affected a man so a man who can make you on
of course
because so baby I sa aba be do something so baby and they when your position kakra bi but the monhwe ma wo position akese wo Ghana he na on suma on country yourself na sembe tudwa na be kase se ni se na osiu na ye ne eto so bi no lecturer na wodi ne ho asa asempone ba no anya bia so wakwa fap question paper no and answer script no amwo so ba na ntwa ene otwa na me dem ntiase ne me ka kwakusia ne se BBC 4 were right to me no beso mu yi se beso mu ni Ghana ha enti ne ompe bia omedumi aye de bia ne se Kevin Taylor akwia ono so yi osora na oga kanense bo ni Ghana ha na go free counter back counter front have yes ade no na kebe ni bisi but ne hia me titru ne se BBC 4 no make sure say Sadio Mbabe it will be with the consent of everybody who is in the picture. Because we a reality show. So idea was why investigation our neighbor. So be na se ni mimi kan wo ba be gina no ama narration. Now narration no ankoyi se ni oba na hwa. Na oba na wo be position bi of say attention image. Obe wu no. Ebe mu na I know atai sa Africa na chi no. Eno ma medwin adwempo bi. Sa I bi na ehye no.
I na ho no.
Abrafo no monye perfect than
BBC Africa I.
Da be na no bai.
Oh, sir, almost omuno.
Oh, I
no. I wani.
Tiger
I. Mommy hwe ni. Oh, because omo abrafo no anase BBC fo no. Adent no mo nko America, enko ye American University man ho friends asem mfema. Ana mo nko Kenya, ana mo nko friends no Kenya po, mo nko UK. And I'm on Sweden and Finland near the na Africa I'm going to see so. I think say we are a target of a an unfortunate miscalculation. I'm dream say no the kwambia so because of your promiscuity intino say or the BBC be to about Miss Obinyai. But if you go to Omukromuna university bar or school or pong lectures or just strip club stripping episika and son of twaso. And it is very common. It is very, very common. So what do you say? Ghana ha ye moral so cry makwan say ye insist strip club men's club ni bi wa. But Momo, why are you not going to do that?
Sebi hold your money. Mrama kwanso omunyenti.
Na Ghana mrama kwanso yenye.
O say mo feel some mono hold your omoye ne mrama kwanso omunyenti. Obi ankotwa nkoto bia.
So the first angle na
na me dey fam just mo feel say
very wrong. Yen morally no. Say asemi wo kra do ano kan na oba ho bibi wo do ano kan. Say auto sebe. Wo fere. Nanso so wo ba wo tumi kokoyi ho ejina stage so sebe bi ati. Na me
na glass na down ho
na down
profo twam no
mo nko twa no mfa metu video so and as a TV so am here news na wo dwen say is it morally right omo mra Ghana ma kire one men's club and as a strip club e wo Ghana se bit me ayesade ni bia I would caution na maka say lecture bia ni din be basade mu no unless red-handedly or tell him be enye no he should ask questions. Because yes, sir, I need good lectures no fin. I mean to me, you know, my own say in Ukraine, I say in Ukraine. It could happen, say in Ukraine. Information on the near. But why are we demeaning our very own? Baby, I ain't saying education free. Baby, I ain't Japon can say in a Jinamua. Yet to me, as you are the Ababedu stage way. Now you are going back there to bring them down. Lecture be on us away, sad, we are. On to me, survive will be muda. Intimacy. A quan be also. University of Ghana and for the Nancy form. If Senkome to me cry, Senkome to me, a stop aside from being shown. Now, can you make sure once and no one make sure say what is it there will not injure your friends say university no. Because it can also have a challenge for the university. And I mean, no, say a large chunk of university no IGF, internally generated funds, is coming from foreign students. Nigeria for Beba school or Eugene and Yasem Kitwa. And everywhere. And Nigeria for West Africa, Ivory Coast, Congo, or Bebia, school. And you are giving us a lot of money. Name your papa, Name Tibia, Guinea Bissau, Name TV na, Baby, I made them back to Uncle University. No, yes, say any lectures in Yenia. Ebebuna Bem. If a degree in the crowd, one will be diluted, and this doesn't only affect. On my account, a cow mama school oh Eugene because our tendency to bring our friends saying degree no down intimacy
and it can be very intentional.
That's the thing
because on him UK a lot of revenues academic institutions because first obia West Africa hanum obia pesku bia UK and the fact that universities no so GD as say one more attractive, can also be one of the reasons why they would want to do that to tarnish the image of.
I think say University of Ghana leaders almost come from Hunyim. The VC and then pending for they should stand very firm on this matter and make sure say they are safeguarding their lecturers because this lecturers from Hona Okrofo school. I'm not from person go back to the classroom to teach. Me machadi again, but machadi friends Maritime University for a very long time, and I know how teaching is. Sikano kre woman kra po kra sebeta frache. So kaso be di chira ga di chira kra ka won chire. We find it hard to sponsor and keep up your lectures. No, mo ba be ye bibi na afia man krofo kra ba mabu lectureship na a den kwa na mo de ba aya anamo hu a chese mo pese mo yima wiese nyina ehunu a mo ma young farmer university authorities no because someone deal with it. I want the university authorities to stand up to this man.
Well, so the BBC has already released excerpts of the documentary, which highlights University of Ghana, University of Lagos in Nigeria.
Look at all this.
Even before it premieres, the title has taken over conversations on social media in both countries, with users calling for maximum punishment for those found culpable. So trailer no bi wa ha say nti omo say 6 p.m. meaning baby cry honorable for me no mu bewo so mbe ko question no bia
ombe yi wo himfa
ombe yi wo BBC nti okay dia me hwe die me hu oba bia nim na menim say ono no ka ho bi dia so it's here or 7 10 19 at 6 p.m. BBC nti BBC news ne bisa so be like and be comment.
But you see, there is one thing, as I say, yes, to say. You see, it is not easy. It is not easy, though not impossible. Say, one lecturer betimi influence na obi a we feel we pass.
Exactly.
But say be on the subject.
Yes, in America no say. But that will not end you and not me my pass subject bia. As I graduate. And the university assessment aye no. It goes beyond just ugresa odi aba no. Sometimes TK obi wo honoma the results ba na ye transfer ye discussions na ye hwa. Yetimi hwe say asimesi adentina wa perform so much these subjects mo and this particular subject there ebia wentimi am perform erase concern
attendance crowd.
Yes, that's right. Ama yetimi call back ebi wo hono wetimi akwa hwe obi say ebia mistake be in the process of marking obi so wo hono ma how come say I mean obi say the attendance enye correct ni bibia enye but obi no akonya a very high mark bi wo subject back bi mu and also no I mean, want to be investigating. Anything, grades are turning out from the universities, media for the private and other ones. Let me mean to me can once, but UG no money here university, established universities. Now me mean name no there. Yeah, proper auditing. And some results are back out.
No, I ascribe.
Yes,
I ascribe part of your final.
There's a lot.
Well.
Yet we should be very careful.
Well, other comments was under no circumstance should a lecturer give grades in exchange for sex. It's disgraceful and such people should be smoked out. These stories have real life consequences for survivors and people around them. Before you lament the damage this will cause to the reputation of these lecturers, spare a thought for the survivors. And then this one says that you guys really downplay the effects of sexual duress on men. On women. Sometimes something extends to other people. One bastard failed someone I loved because he wanted to sleep with me. Guess who has a fail on his transcript because someone wants to screw every woman to save their lives. All right. This one said, start. Okay, they terminate university staffs, my employment. Okay, that's what. Well,
aside everything, some of the lazy, women, I mean the students also, they hide behind some of these things.
What will you also say about the lecturers?
Well, okay. So I'm not saying it is not possible.
Okay.
So they are saying, but I believe it is being exaggerated. And now, and it's yes, and America will also say, as far back as in the 60s, early 70s, I hear elementary school no. Now, young class girls are woman yadi no. Now, you crowd na pointy fingers, accusing fingers at them, say teacher for no. But then some of them, who share baby a woman wa me who woman sometimes not me ferry.
Okay.
Because of some of the useless things I can ask, peoples against them. So they say, and the same thing. So of course we invest in honum. And now there's another aspect of it to say, obisu honum the very lazy ones no. Ebi no kura no puno attempt to say obe said you be a lecturer no, and obe influence no ama nyi. And also honum. So they say, enye bibia na ebe transfer hanum na account. But the bottom line is that the BBC no, woman call the British universities no. No woman call solve problems. Now woman share no answer no about hanum. But all of this no can be economic. Because in America will say Nigeria
they are getting a larger chunk.
Yes, the larger chunk of students they are doing it may be one of the reasons. It may be one of the reasons why they would want to do this.
Well, so
but message you mean was Ghana for any a bit friend saying cautious in subjecting everybody to friends a guilty verdict because Sadia Umbey Numri so one money pakro chance no one defending ho na ko man guilty verdict one here no abuna branisu
o same be yana sanitize.
That's the thing, but this is wrong. It is wrong because nipa na omde ba beto so aye Sadia obi papa o obi kunu nipa na oba na ebe show nanim no ebia na waware awo ono so e wo ma sana say kwala almost school sesi okra na at least she's still on campus and then and the colleagues no ebe ka fa ne ho one hwa campus go to be train ho bi I smell a situation where we are suicide grab me
of course
in this case.
Yes.
Mama yenya careful. Ghana for yenya very circumspect in coming out with a guilty verdict on these people. Na yen to your boss, na invest authorities now we should no more for outcome no.
Well. Honorable Telebi. CS in come where be? Who do you last week could the DB
yes, in fact, I was
okay.
Not in the country, but now me follow. Me buy and so I had occasion to comment on it on one of the stations.
Okay. And what be no this is the other two from so no man penny e kasafa ho graphical reports was CSC no. Me sure what the man penny kan no so nyante ya me abo no
it's all right my tibia
na newspapers will be a report
my tibia but you know me can say
now hear the dimming and then said you see cancer
na you know that is exactly what we were expecting say
okay
aban betimi ababeka say mia na me tu anamon me who say the implications are far fetched into me withdraw so the mechanism because the MR didn't say was denials and an attempt to blame previous government. So we need the buyer. Now we need the buyer and now we need the buyer. That was my problem. Because minister, you witnessing whom audiovisually launch it, what do you call it, program no? O can want to the extent say you better make sure say they share curriculum ni ade ni we nyina waka ni nyina among for raise concern and rightly so we raise concerns don't go and deny say yenim hu hwe there's nothing like that meanwhile no so no wo hwe yen akwama budget na there are line items for the first time line items which means there has been some discussions at top level. I will agree that the budget.
That document na more approve
yes,
as parliament.
It say ebe musa na say ube denier. I mean, be a bit responsible. What do you make an say? Even the US, what do you call embassy came out, with a rebuttal, with something to spite us. Say you're honest. So they say because why here?
Unfortunately, who sir?
I mean, even some of the newspapers no capture say U.S. embassy exposes minister of government near Dini. I think it's unhealthy. The fact is that pressure from all these transgender group LGBT for promoting they have found so many ways, including denying us of grants threatening government. I remember President Kufuor said it outright. Said there's no way I obey to me accept such a thing. Professor Mills said the same thing. It is not for nothing. Out there was some pressure coming from somewhere. Okay. Oh, please. You see, this is the problem.
I'm going to prove to you here. Your mama even launched it in 2016.
Oh, please. Please. Look, you see, there's a big difference. The air cost is here. The air cost of president Ababe Kasei. No. And I make say, no, and I say a program na kasa. And then upa call back into account. Budget from 2012, 2013. Abedu Hanu say there has been, a line item. Actually say so much is going into this and that and that. And I say go back to CR those days. No, Naka. It was CRCC, Curriculum Research and Development Division. Yes, Kona say there has been any time this such a document. Say incorporate it into a curriculum. No, it has never happened. It doesn't mean that say there are no documents to suggest say people are pushing some of these things. So they make an say. It doesn't mean anything say who document to be now say it indicates something like that. It doesn't mean say a bino she says about implementing that. No, it didn't. Hamasusa anything and then say more decided now say I don't know the reasons why programs are John Dramani Mahama roll out. Now the target was to prevent, to help prevent the transmission of what do you call it, STDs and whatever in adolescents. Any teenage pregnancy anyway, you decided not to, follow up with the implementation of those programs. And now you decided to go all out for a new program. I was other dimensions. So they are here. Now, they say the concerns, ever starting, and yeah, in this one starting raising red flags. Anything I hear say there was, there has been an attempt to say NDC in a day program naba. And yeah, they raise you, and yeah, NDC, and any minister could share. Ebisa minister say, Minister, idea way, when you no catch or say NGO be there. Promote it. Now government will not succumb to it, and I say will not implement it. Now say Chile, Oma baby who say, they have rolled out comprehensive, program. Children kwaladia. No more raising concerns.
CS and predate government way.
No, you see, it doesn't mean say it doesn't
any border dance and government way. But
listen, we share document I will parody around now. Look, you see. I say you very be the long title. And now uba the preface and I said the summary. What it entails now. So they say it captures everything. The objectives, the reason why I will set it out to do that thing. So they say. And this weekend, I meet the secretary to the now Nakano. I listened to him very well. And okay, BB say, look. The context, the CSE, the definition in our context, doesn't include, promotion of LGBT,
yeah.
Fine. What it means, they say, we share the title of the book now, we parody around, say, yeah, NDC for near the buyer.
Any book, education for curriculum.
Yes,
curriculum.
Any curriculum. Any curriculum.
No.
Guidelines.
Okay.
Any curriculum.
Guidelines.
Guidelines. Oh, listen. And that guideline, it was never given to CR, curriculum development for say we move incorporating into any program.
Now what was it?
It was not. And I make her say some of these things will come up. And I make her say that was not given to CRs. Go and research now. Now the reason why they decided to go into archives and go and dig that thing and from out, try to show say we be now starting and some of trust there. And I am going because TK, who could share the processor at the family. I am surprised. Say there will be any attempt to blame the previous government where there is nothing to show, say, the previous government no roll out any program to implement this CSE in that context. And anything I see yesterday, Saturday, I was very happy. Said the man came out to give a certain definition, which suits the previous one, which has to do with adolescent, sexual health.
Reproductive health.
Adolescent reproductive health. And that was what the previous government was championing. And that one, we cannot run away from it. The question is that, Ebani saying womu shelvu eno, and na womu kwakofa sadia. Eba say womu kwako launchi ama promises. Say they are going to incorporate it into a curriculum. Womu di letters akwakoma. There's communication between education and NACA concerning this.
Dear President,
well, I am happy. Say wakan finally. Say onono ye Christo ni so. But you see. I blame the president for all that because if my memory serves me right, or grantee interview be with Al Jazeera, and I can say this thing is a matter of course. Ebeba, so the answer. Or see, such a thing. Lesbians and gay issue ni ebeba, and I ebesi to quote him. Ebesi.
In response to a question.
That's right.
And the contest within which our
yes, but you see the predecessors, the other colleagues, other countries, Example, Uhuru. See, this is not an issue at what table, so he will not even answer questions pertaining to it because it is unacceptable, it's an abomination, it is something that they will not accept. Professor Mills also went on air and also can say no way.
And the president can say ne pensu not under his watch na sa didn't be. Doesn't it cure san earlier?
And can say and when people raise concerns, you shouldn't blame the citizens. So the can say don't blame the citizens when they are judging you based on your own utterances. Any moves are why indicating a show say it is giving room for such a thing to happen.
No.
Don't blame the citizens.
That's how we say does it provide closure? And I say a bit me as some come bet me as baby.
Well, and they say Ejinamoso. Media no.
Oh yeah, sir.
Yes, of course.
Say dear.
No,
what I mean is that some banner beka.
Very well.
And see baby I am meka. Document being baby will be a meka who answer.
And a document, because we know a document of free media graphic in the publishing here.
So but you been a can be a graphic book publishing.
Very well.
Yeah, create draft syllabus and draft
guidelines. You have an editorial, position on issues. You can decide, say this one I am moot until let's not discuss it again.
No, the can say as on mine, the media no cry to China. One day before I bet discusses anime.
And I can say President Aka, we as citizens we only have to make sure say we hold him to what he has said.
Okay.
They are making sure say to start with let's make moves. Not say let's make sure say that thing will be reversed. Yes, some amendment to be. So they make an
answer.
Now, otherwise,
senior, a Torabia na and send me one I am who he has a bumuja. As ye and one bumuja, Nicodrum Pensubi, Nafi, a teagu from Ukraina, Afini me home. I didn't lose that teagu from and she not will be saying, Sassy Menyesho say a net and a start here. Indeed, 1994. Now, world leaders be a meeting. In fact, there was a conference under the UN. Meeting somewhere in, I think, Vienna or somewhere. And on side, it is about time. I remember the teenage in Kwalano, who sa and Yemen Kitikita sexual reproductive friends saying health. Any STIs, near the Adenina, me a guide home against. Maybe be frail, the way I will see a handle home, Obeshata, any idea, Nina Kahumbi, just to guide the kids in this manner. Fast forward, 2015. Say, Oshe Kukubaku last week Wednesday, last week Thursday, ni UTV. Or not because of the curriculum. These are guidelines.
Curriculum.
Okay, we didn't storybook now. Or the better Benjamin.
Okay, can document.
Okay, document. Okay. I don't know what it means. I mean, who's in your curriculum? So give me a good name. A document will be fine with you.
It's some guidelines.
Okay, some guidelines. Some guidelines are here in 2015 for education ministry. Omode sexual reproductive health. Ashim. Actually, you message in fact, you crop them LGBT crowd. I can't want someone church the way best work be page by page. I can kind actually near na NDC government a plan somewhere. In 2016, the 7th African Conference on Sexual Health and Rights here in Accra. President Mahama and a keynote address and a launchy programming.
Sexual health.
It is the same thing.
It is not.
We cry more serious. We are damning. We are about comprehensive sexuality. We are sexual health and rights. But you see, let me develop my point. And this when your conference Ghana for a year, where a conference, international conference, a mama penny na buyer, including even organizing of first ladies in Africa. Yeah, my penny then Lordina Mahama, Onana Udiomanim, and Okraji Jinem who say they want to make sure, say a first ladies club, no, or make Jinawa make sure say Nkwalano, and your machirimu was sexual health near the Adi, or make Jinawa my age. And then we start here. Na yenya pensi Sabita fracture when a process. It got to our time. Institution now organizes called for another conference. Your health minister and your education minister were there at this conference. Now, discussions went on, and it was rife. Say everybody at that time should come on board and comment. America and then California, they have about, I think, a large number of people who have signed. Said they are not going to allow the MPs in California, and I said the people of California for legislation to come and determine what their kids know sexually and in sexuality. UK or Babesia Tine Niasi say enya de obepene enya Ghana nkwa na happen wa. Idea UN UNESCO and adopt sadi way, which is being sponsored by Sweden and countries. Sexuality programs almost started at me a grumu up to a certain stage. By young Africa, and as a young Ghana, no, your moral, cultural, and social friend saying position are very different on some of these things. Sabita fracture. Oba baby or oba boy is a to sebi. Won't mean for one and kanakeke. As all kind of brofuma a tra. And nona and compensation community in free, but it takes time. Adia minian when di oma to me amfa my audio creme ni say. Napo or you'll be or being pa. Sabita fragile on your form minister. So what should the way what me saw even free SH grab at this point? We do was so education ministry our reform your whole educational program. On your minister, say between the nature form and answer on me be who answer why. May you very sure says and can upon him says CSC beba out and there will be a very big and as a long planned stakeholders consultation. I'm a clergy bebem imams bebem oh me basi abotre what is abotre we are what is abotre we are no why don't man pen the paper oh
yeah I'm on a program
ama ya sheda ya hu
program please
national conference ama you be at me about the Canada and as we be about the Canada de ato na ewie we nyina wie a it depends on the cabinet of President Kufuor to say manenko and manenko. There is no way in this world President Kufuor adia a border on a friend saying immorality and as adia a border on adia ebema ye culture na aye diluted obepema akoso. It's not possible. Yes, the UNESCO was expecting countries to comments. Senemakano, yes. UK, we've seen ripples. US, we have seen ripples. But many of the African countries, there are ripples there. Here, it came into our curricula, but it never entered into a friend saying execution and I say operational stage. Me what timetable are teachers no. Curricular training, What I've shown you to you, say they don't have that thing in there. Miakasanga me share me teacher for last week Wednesday. Headmasters award to my Western ya. Me ko chair on duades 1,000. Someone chema director and chema school for no.
Congratulations.
Me that's ya.
Obesorani aka ho asem.
Ayo. Na me no mo share na me bisa on say mo kasa mo chema we dey just free enya politics. Mo ma me hunu ansa no akogina podium so kasa. And you be a training na mukoko ye no. Ye CS can one and all of them said no. Oh, ye be dad. Yeah, we be in 2016. In 2016. But this time, mukoko yes curricular training, there was nothing there. And as far as my knowledge serves me, yes, our training, you be another one, just a 5 years time.
Me Mr. Carlos. So the position say CS, every part of it, ye mpe. And I said, yeah, baby woman, and I said, then I just want to know.
Lawyer, my personal opinion. Say you at the point in our life in this Ghana, it has to commence. So what
yes,
I'm telling you. So what one, the way teenage pregnancy, it happen in areas to be. So what two, and qualify your children into forced marriage. I told be at their own detriment. So what the way be a sexually transmitted diseases ever. Then Kolabi nim say ebia okoyi bibi sa ese wo bo ho ban so wo hwe the way bia enkwala bi dress na mema bi feel sa kwala na dress no ayi na hint na ese ode na fa kwanbone so na rip ni ade ne koso a sa nyoma we would have to be taught.
But when you know existing phenomenon and your contemporary
but it is not taught in school. Yeah, but you're in school. Oh, there be.
Oh, really?
You're in school.
You're in teenage pregnancy. The kind of social studies class many years ago. Now, because to social studies class, you can teenage pregnancies, you can courses, you can infects, you can students.
And we have sexual health. Sexual, you see,
no, but it's the same thing we are saying.
No.
And then we are saying this one, this is comprehensive.
There's a big difference. You see,
sexual health and social education.
Yes,
will take me time. Senior, you mentioned say, Sanuma winning a was any working. But me in call classroom goes a blackboard so you throw a good how to prevent STIs.
What they do.
Why be the okay? Be who ye? Me who ye? But a course standing on its own. And I say be biology and chemistry exactly. But this time we are saying say men children for this young group when no go on this one as a Bible knowledge BK and as young say be geography. No standing on its own. That is what we call the comprehensive sexuality education. But a new name reswa essay rolling out, it will never come because the point is say it has to go through certain processes. I'm a cabinet nankasa jina to say baby drone you be aja to say answer na pushi. There's no way. It is the fact that Dr. Atipuku Prempe akwa tena baby akwa conference. Na waka ho asem ana say obi aye no video a friend say interview say otia woni me ka say. Na wa record me. Na wa kire say bia the plans are advanced to do something like that. Name akwa do na for example
example crowd bia no the all kind no me pese utimu bia say in your estimation CS ebeba
me say am farmer future government bia no certainly it has to come at a point but it won't come at the detriment of our culture and the president can or say obod by no share the one line sentence can it must be in tune with our culture a friend say moral and societal norms. Because it's a human thing.
And morality is not definitive.
Morals we cannot take that away from anybody. As focus on money, imams caso money, voters and as a constituent caso money, Ubia caso money, why will the president say the momananko? It will not work. And we crown our begu that and son ebeba. And the mestre says a yena say yenuanuma or more the other side. Nobody say me say two border. Mestre one more commentators now about Tino. Me blame press say monomane pepe a social media. Social media no go far. Na afe omakwa dead yem penning for a Ghana hana almost do manwa betumbi. Na afe oma wan hwe na omaka no acha. Because the most important thing is say ye betu ye boase. Na yati asem no ase we say go bia tombo e na committee president anu asem ya go asem by na president of America na o conference say ke to e boase den ke te president anu asem anka go do be aduri me hwe social media na me hwe mpanimfo bi o ma attribute to comments be to them on this matter we are sure because sa pani ya macho ni din only president with telephone conversation with me after the president ade we dey wo dey buy say someone drink go nya dey be pani na e no ba be gina so na be ma news man be information so from metal.
Okay.
Enti Ghana for mama very
you Honorable Abedi says that Honorable Mebo. Thank God President Akufo-Addo has told the clergy that his government won't allow LGBT education. Winnie Agnes says that TK, I think government should introduce some subjects that teaches law to JHS and SHS students so that we can know more about law before we get to the university. Okay. Mekrade Makasa will say university be basic law.
Civics.
Okay.
Law no crime.
Mekrade say
yeah school back to class and
civics. We should even go beyond that.
Social studies.
Civics.
And social studies
and be some aspects be. Ekuya Samoa says that TK, I'm highly disappointed in your panelists today. I'm a past student of University of Ghana. They should know that what BBC is saying It's true.
But, I mean,
some of us experience it personally, and you know, it affects the good students because these lecturers end up exchanging the grades of good students with that of those ladies they sleep with.
How is that possible?
Theoro says that the show is loud. Okay, Medika Canada. Walanyo Akwetia said, thankfully, the president himself has cleared the air on this CSS issue, but it seems the NDC and their frustrations is trying to drag and twist. Ghanaians should ignore. Okay, so far as they have China, Maggie J says that, don't you think what the man in black is saying is different from what happened? We are talking about lecturers, Honorable Bachomuti, we are talking about lecturers sleeping with students to pass them, not students who prostitute for schooling. Tika, I'm really enjoying your program. Abubakar Nadira says, so, hey, these comments from your panelists on the BBC documentary, Papa Kufi Same. All right, okay. All right, you, Osei Kwabe said, please, the closing time is 9:30, so follow the time. Okay. Minima the crowd, they are all right, okay. Before the time is here because already Kramian because I'm a time no as so. The Canadian to me Mfamba Sandro who says that hey mother Ghana. Na se mi na no the other be shim bia na ye wan kasa wasem. But for your brother so Osa kwa be me follow time no.
What here ba. Hey the one say question say be say eh den na enne CS the same so it's the same thing. Omuka was I today.
What the number friend say?
Yeah. Look,
what the number friend saying?
And now Saturday no utie papa.
What guidelines number friend saying?
Guidelines has to do with adolescents. Okay,
maybe.
Sexual health. Please.
Okay, all right. Okay.
It was only the comprehensive that was missing. It's sexuality education.
Oh, please. Oh. Let me.
He emphasized that here the sexuality, the comprehensive is missing.
No.
Comprehensive is missing.
Don't worry. The American say. The time the emphasis was adolescent sexual health. Unfortunately for us, CSE.
So what's the difference?
But there is.
What's show me the difference?
Sexuality goes beyond just sexual health.
But that's what it is.
Please. Sexuality that is sexuality the definition and then the UN systems when you come to gender when see gender it's more than what we know. Male and female. Various.
I say what
transgender and then Tiki. You see, we should not take these things, the uproar for granted. Because I'm happy you mentioned California. There are, you know what is happening in the US now? You know the rate of suicide amongst, those who have undergone this transgender change of sex and whatever. After doing it for some time, woman realizes that it is irreversible. Committee suicide is it. And when people are raising concerns, you see, say we a mistake. So the can say, we a mistake. That's a amount for pointing to you. Don't tell me, say, because
you are communicating.
The question is that
comprehensive sexuality education, any reproductive sexual health.
There are two different things.
What makes it different?
Sexual health, different
from what? From sexuality education.
Yes. It's different.
What is the difference? Childless.
One is a subset of the other. So the can say, if you are talking about sexuality education, you might end up even talking about sexual health. But when you talk about sexual health alone, sexuality and this transgender and all those things, it may be mentioned. But then the target is, to prevent teenage pregnancy. Sexual, health, transmission of STIs and whatever.
That is exactly what I was talking about.
This one is not about that.
It didn't talk about transgender.
Yes. And
I'm more than about transgender.
All right. Quickly, TK. The other thing to say, if indeed the president didn't know about it, is president telling us say budget, and send a ban.
President didn't know about
cabinet and approve one.
Let me answer question.
There's a line.
Let me answer it. We make provisions. Now, we make provision for a friend saying judgment debt. And also, who make provision in your budget for judgment?
We are talking about
Carlos, Mr. Speaker, the National Population Council, in collaboration with other stakeholders, developed guidelines on comprehensive sexual education.
Not the
comprehensive sexual
the stakeholders
education.
And National Population Council
for incorporation into the national education curriculum. The council reviewed policies that impose structural barriers to condom use in Ghana as part of efforts to effectively implement the national condom strategy 2016 to 2020 in line with SDG 3.7 from 2016 to 2020 in line with SDG.
And you will start here when you people are confusing yourself and because of this they made a provision in the budget. May say 2009 we make a provision for a provision for judgment debt. Let me see that. I mean, how can you be criminally minded? And we are not.
You are comparing apples and you are run away from the issue.
You are talking about making provision in the budget. And everybody has
the president came out telling us onim hu hwe. Minister say onim hu hwe. The American please.
The president has onim hu hwe. They be using the right words. President told you said his cabinet has not approved this.
And what did they approve?
What did they approve what?
How come it found its way into the budget?
Why? President budget. President budget.
The budget is on behalf of the president.
My brother, listen. Okay,
Honorable Taylor, Honorable Carlos Tema West 4, as well, Moda, Honorable Ase, Tema West 4, men can say or more. MP so more than us desk out the beche or we say enye nua de no bi ene sisi wo no
na lifetime kura so wo hwa dadie na dadie no
dadie akura ntime nwi
debi bibia be say wo ho a na ebia plywood na wo medmi asesa. We can keep this for about 25 years, 30 years.
Who fans now?
Fans in everybody.
Organized.
Amazing. A new campaign time. We just come from Basel but we just got told 1,000, and it means I cover 2,000.
But
now, Baku over the body this year.
Oh boy.
Okay, 400,000. I mean, Baku 400 Ghana cedis. And you can because near carpenter for year in Abontini be we well structured metal steel and easy. And the kids really love it. And Mestre will be a person tongue you be our uncle ash foam for the tongue.
Oh, you advert a mom.
Me advert mom, it's baby I'm cotono.
And yeah,
ash foam.
Mestre me was school be a me pay dia mom.
I cash foam be
make us over me be na me.
Who support me 200.
Tell her so man be 200.
But Medina Kwenya so be
cause money 200.
Who support me 200.
Unu no wadam for no se man be a
kokoko ewo companies be boano. Na nyamencha de kasapreku tie me.
Hey, what's high advert be
go tie me we advert me don.
That we advert
na ferro fabric. Alice on me be 100 150 bi. And then aka me the ball me ho dey.
You no so nko ho.
And ko ho bia na because some cross woman me cover 1,000. We about 600 700 of them came from my own sources. And then aka no.
It's a nice initiative.
And I think say omo anka me din konya ne si wona me invite us on me hand over no. Me san ko me o ma cash for front. Because me catch them me ka ho say President bi a wetwem e Camry bi Ghana has say Ghana for you won free ade ententem. Me dem gidi say Ghana for free ade ententem. Na mom say me borrow sa na asem no kan na next year
why do you borrow something that you don't believe
next year same time 2nd October me there another 1,000.
Why do you borrow that you don't believe
if you no modro no me fanya bi na me
why dumping for na yeah best sorry na yakọ but for mamu nyina bedamase
yeah damase
komo na aka na de ye nto aso ye krom ye fie ye anka kan bi e so kan bi
we can in fact me driving me when I was a deputy defense minister. We unfortunately not being around. Now when we ye no me fact na Eben Adekye Eben is a con and then the wife me ma wo yako. In fact mentimi anko and within this week me per time na ma ko hu in the family, no.
Okay.
Yeah, pass.
On better as well. That's how no boy so why a factory.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When do you want to?
One. What's it? Where you one MP, one factory. Where you one D one M.
Nana Misa Obo. That's a Obo Manzana.
Me I make a chance. Omra ministry. Betty the dim. Now you want this one factory. Say be you incentive DB. Mama politics in sell capital. Till. Sad na we and minim was the center of imports what they buy for raw material. But also want this one factory nasia. We need a lot of incentive. Mama politics in
okay.
I mean you have done well for the people there, and I want them to enjoy it even better.
That's right.
And this card about treat your tax. What 10 years, 5 years tax free holiday? That's holiday.
That's right.
Now why don't you want to enjoy this? Intimate for politics to China, bro.
Oh no, the point is that one D one F in Ameba. But you see, as a trade ministry, you know, you have a no facility. Sorry, I have spoken to the minister. Yes. I met him in New York. We spoke at and everything.
Good.
Sorry,
I
am not registering under 1D 1F.
What are you registering?
Under 1M 1F 1 MP 1.
One